The old man Jonas, right? Yes, he passes through often, always raving about corruption. He lives outside the walls, in a cabin to the east. Be careful if you're headed that way, or at least don't say I didn't warn you. Hold a moment. You look like someone who's handy with a weapon. I keep an eye out for such talents. If your allegiance hasn't already been claimed, there are those who'd like to change that. Well, the towns are always looking for able-bodied workers. Got a town board for that. But if you know how to fight well, then you could join up with one of the factions. Boys, the Covenant, Marauders, and Syndicate are the heavy hitters these days, always vying for influence. You'll find agents of all three in town, or not far. I talked to them. Neutrality doesn't offer many perks, you know?
No. More lilting. Oh, perhaps with a key change. No. Let it breathe. You caught me unawares. How may I be of assistance? Alas, I should have chosen a more private locale for this. Could you kindly forget what you saw and heard? My mistress would be quite irate if she learned I've been sneaking away to work on such a frivolous pursuit. If only my duty to my mistress did not prevent it. To be free of her, I must earn another patron. To complete my greatest work, I first need to hear it aloud, which means I must select an instrument. Can you play? Excellent. I have a guitar in my possession, but there may be a more fitting instrument for my work. The townsfolk have instruments we can borrow. Would you be so kind as to procure a handful and play them for me?
Fine day, is it not? The autumnal splendor of Everfall is always on full display. Stay a while, enjoy the scenery, and be sure to buy a drink at the tavern. Well, now, that is a most curious request. Are you a lover of music? An artisan, perhaps? It so happens that I carry a flute, should I be in a musical mood. As long as you solemnly swear to return it, you may borrow it.
Have you come to report a crime? I believe my guard captain, Frank, is better suited to handle the situation. It is quite heavy. I would hate for you to hurt yourself. But I suppose the moon and planets are aligned in a way that suggests better luck. Yes, you may. Return it in a timely manner, please.
The guitar may very well be suitable, but I will know the true voice of my work when I hear it. As for the instruments,
A visitor. I can tell by your starry-eyed demeanor that this is the first time you have ever set out.
Boy, you're not Riker. Better looking than that old horse-faced lout you are. But look at what you bring. The people of this settlement need this food more than ever. You've done us a great turn, getting more sustenance into the settlement. The gap between the rich and the poor grows steady here in Everfall. As for the rich, though, the noble families. There's old money, the Publius, Sharma, and Ayad families. And then there's new money with the Sacco and O families. They run this town with their coin and have plenty to spare. Well, the rich fancy their fashions. The finer the better. The hides of midnight wolves are highly prized. If you could acquire some from their den, I could turn them into fine coats. We'd share the profits, of course.
The guitar may very well be suitable, but I will know the true voice of my work when I hear it. As for the instruments, I suggest you start with Magistrate Clark. He is a known lover of music. There it is. The flute produces the most whimsical sound. I can elicit soul-stirring melodies from such an instrument. Yes, this will do nicely. You hold on to it for now. We will return it later, along with the rest. Ah, there you are. My magnum opus is complete. I shall call it Winds of Autumn. Now, I must ensure it is heard far and wide. Without popular excitement, I will never gain the favor of a suitable patron. I cannot be the one to deliver my work unto the world. To gain a reputation for being a great composer, we must create the impression that my music has spread far and wide. In this business, as in many others, reputation is everything. Very astute. I would like you to play the part of a traveling bard. Find individuals of influence throughout the town and play my melody before them. Ensure that you mention my pen name, Composer Marseilles.
I see you have my flute. Do you mean to awe me with a song? I will always make time for pleasant music. Oh, it gives me great joy. Do proceed. My! To whom do I owe this wondrous experience? I will remember that name. Do convey my appreciation for this work should you meet again. You simply must share this with Captain Dubois. You will find him near the governor's hall. Oh, and keep the flute. My treat.
Oh, they must be prolific indeed, if their work can stand out so in a city like ours. Ah, Constable Misha will want to hear this. She takes delight in introducing rising talent to the gentry. Many consider it a favor.
Was that the lilting of a flute I heard? Yes, I do have a sharp ear. If your work is of such quality, I know several individuals who would be delighted to learn your name. Play for me? Yes, exactly what this town needs. I shall ensure your name is spoken far and wide. When you earn yourself a patron, do remember who helped you grow your career. Ah, a bard then. How kind of you to bring this melody to us. I shall ensure that Marcius receives proper recognition. Do be sure to inform them of my generosity. Now, you must play for the masses. To the tavern with you.
A bard. Good. I could use someone to liven up the place a bit. Take your place by the fire, love. Oh, a shame the usual crowd wasn't here to enjoy that. But I'll be singing your praises. I hope you can come back and play another night. Is that their name? I'll be sure to ask other bards if they know any of Marcius's songs. I appreciate you breaking up the quiet with that bit of joy.
How did it go? Did they like it? Did their eyes shine? Perhaps shed a tear? I wish I could have seen their reactions for myself, but there are more important things. Did it make an impact? Is there now a reputation I must uphold? What a relief. Even though I find great joy in composing, there is always a moment where I fear I am simply a butler and nothing more. I will approach Mistress Sockham now, I think. Maybe she will offer to sponsor my music. This is terrible, my friend. I heard that my mistress was interested in backing my pen name and revealed to her that it was me. I had expected... At any rate, my pay has been docked, and I am not to speak of it again. Find a patron without her, obviously. She does not own me. I did some sleuthing and discovered that the Earth family recently lost a musician in their employ. If we tread carefully, I can present myself to the Patriarch. One never approaches a noble personage without an introduction. There are only a handful of people who can arrange one. We need to find out who they are. Start with their maid, Sarah. She always has her ear to the ground.
You got that look on your face. You know the one. Preparing to ask for something that's above your station. Well, get on with it. Lord Shen is particular about his company. You might be a bit too dusty to garner the right kind of attention. Luckily, Atticus is not. Don't act surprised. I know what you're after. I can help you both for a price. In fact, I have a list. Do you have the items I requested? Hand them over and I'll evaluate how you've done. And I trust the parcel was delivered to the correct address. Good. A courier will seek out Atticus with an invitation. He is not to be late, he must be well dressed and carry himself as a musician, not a butler. Understood.
I detect triumph in your demeanor. I do not know what you had to do to secure this opportunity for me, but I suspect victory is close at hand. And now, we wait. Look at this. The embossed wax seal, the heft of the paper. Even the ink is gilt in gold. Every detail screams affluence, and yet it is hardly overt. This letter summons me to Lord Shen's side. Thank you. My heart is all aflutter. Perhaps you could act as my associate and accompany me. I know this may be beneath you, but think of how it will reflect on the reputation we worked so hard to build.
Arceus, or should I say Atticus, has told me a great deal about you. It seems I have you to thank for this auspicious meeting. I have decided to grant Atticus my esteemed patronage, but it comes with a condition. I cannot employ one who has already sworn to another. I must come to an acceptable arrangement with Lady Sacco. It would wound her pride to surrender him to me. But I suppose that is the point. Ask her to name her price.
I knew it! It was you who spread those ridiculous rumors! You filled my darling Atticus's head with flights of fancy, and now look, he seeks to exit my employ. He would. He knows what it would mean for him to woo my manservant. How it would stain the family name. He does it for his own pride, not for Atticus's sake. No, I will accept no offer.
Well, what is her price? I have deep pockets after all, but I am sure she will not part with him easily. How amusing. She thinks herself above temptation. Well, I can see that corrected. I prepared an initial offer. Deliver it to her if you would, and do not open it, or I shall have your head.
Are you intentionally trying to waste my time? I told you I will not part with my dear Atticus. Nothing from Lord Shen could possibly change my mind. Let me see it. Oh my. How grand. How generous. Perhaps he is not the fiend I thought. Oh, he has such lovely taste in parchment. What a lovely texture. With great regret and sorrow, I do accept his offer.
You return. Well, shall I deliver the good news to Atticus? Impertinent. But I am in a pleasant mood. I will divulge. I gave her a handsome estate in Windsward, and her pick of personal attendants. A balm to her wounded pride. And I can dismiss one of my more irksome charges.
Who are you? You have a dangerous look about you. If you think I'll be easy prey, you're sadly mistaken. Go ahead, make your move. Out here, That's a critical trait, lest you wind up corrupted or lost. And don't try to tell me a settlement would be safer. I'll not be trusting my fate to some bumbling constable. I am, or at least I was. The keep up the road, Stonereach, was my home until these swine-loving soldiers showed up. Don't recognize their banners, don't know who they are or why they're here, but I want them out! A mercenary, are you? I knew it. Fine, go to the keep and learn what you can. Feel free to leave none alive. They've got a camp to the west too. I'm headed to scout that out. Meet me there when you've dealt with these louts. Ah, you dealt that laughing bastard a thrashing. Well done. The wolves finally met a more vicious wolf. This doesn't mean I trust you, by the way. But I can't argue with your results. Did you learn why they're here? Let's see. Varangians, eh? Never heard of them. Not much to work with here, but I didn't expect much anyways. Ha! Backup plan. I'll surround the keep with enough traps so those bastards regret they ever came here. Heh!
You, there. Ever been mauled? Death escapes us on this island, so why not go up against a bear? Can you prove yourself tough enough to withstand the razor-sharp teeth and claws of a killer? Almost every day. It's a great way to wake yourself up, squaring up with a fuzzy behemoth of nature. Doesn't even hurt after a while. All I can feel when I bring a beast down is the sting of victory. Yes, that's the spirit. There is one who patrols this territory northwest of here, and he's a fearsome bugger. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and have the battle of your immortal life. You've done it! Good for you, showing some true brawn. Next time, try fighting it with no weapons at all. Bare fists versus bare fists. You'll never know a sweeter victory. The second best part of being mauled, right after the thrill, is the bragging rights. You know who this will really impress? Huntsman Lee. Oddnell's an odd man, but he appreciates a lurid story. I'm just an enthusiast. Oddnell, though, cares too much about appearances. But Eternum's full of all sorts. Go tell him you defeated a bear, and he'll make sure everyone in Oxborough knows it.
Just feel how plush these pelts are. They're bloody perfect. The noble families will be happy as a rabbit in a carrot field. Nice doing business with you, friend. You did what? With a what? A bear? Now that takes serious guts. You did what? With a what? A bear? Now that takes serious guts. Did you wind up spilling yours in the fight? You bet! Good news is sparse these days. Tell me everything. Every crunch of bone and spray of blood, and I'll make sure the people of Oxborough hear it all. Maybe with a few small embellishments, if you catch my meaning.
I've gone and spoiled everything. Absolutely everything with my clumsiness. Have you also come to laugh at me? Everyone. After what I've done? In my clumsiness, I knocked over and shattered Grandmother's favorite vase. It was irreplaceable. A family heirloom from the old world. Now, I'm all alone. My family cannot tolerate such a misstep. They sent me to get something of equal value, or to never return home again. There might be valuable relics in Arcturus, but I'm scared to death of the Guardians. Can you help? Look at that! What a beauty! This will definitely get me back in Grandmother's good graces. You've saved my life, friend. But on second thought, I should make certain this is what I think it is.
You don't look like an antiquarian. What business could you possibly have with... Egads, my notes! And you're carrying some of those peculiar ancient devices. Does this mean you visited the towers yourself? Since you are clearly no ordinary muscle for hire, would you be interested in collaborating with me? Think about the possibilities. Your brawn, my brain, and a host of mysteries to solve. Perish the thought! You'll handle anything in the field. We will both be credited on any works I write. And of course, you will be compensated with coin and any... items that are irrelevant to my studies. I'm glad we have an understanding. Now, we will begin further field exploration with Towers Perseus and Lupus. The towers are named for constellations associated with ferocity and martial might. Be on your guard.
$20 Only 20 coin for a bottle of Anwar's elixir. 35 for 2, even cheaper for repeat customers. You there! How would you like to feel younger, stronger, and better looking today? Shh! Not so loud. Are you trying to bring the guards down on my head? Listen, a man has to make a living. And it's all harmless, I promise. I wouldn't sell anything that would hurt a fly. I'll let you in on how I brew the elixir. You can see for yourself. Just need a nice solid ram horn and a fresh liver. Come now, it's not too much to ask. And you can even have a tidy share of me profits.
What's that you've got? Superiore de inferioribus. Inferiore de superioribus. Do you have any idea what you found? This recipe may reveal the very nature of the cosmos to us. I would not expect the casual observer to recognize the import of Hugo of Santala's writings. From what I can discern, this potion should call down cosmic starlight upon its imbiber. Here you are.
Leave me be. What's the point in dragging myself down the road? It'll be the same no matter what I do. Thieves, pirates, and murderers without a scrap of mercy for a poor soul. I would, if not for dear Polly. Her business depends on the mead that I bring, but I'm just a porter. I can't stop those wretched pirates from taking everything and stabbing me through. I've lost count. Hope's cruel on Eternum, stranger. If you don't learn that now, you will soon. Go, do whatever folly strikes your fancy. Maybe I'll still be here when you return. Mead? I can't believe my eyes. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I really did think you were having a laugh at me earlier. But you meant every word you said. Since you seem to have a shred of kindness, I thought maybe you could find my missing wine shipment. It was stolen weeks ago. Probably gone or drunk now. But I thought I'd ask. Look at me, friend. A lonely man with his wits barely about him, marching from one town to the next on his own two legs. I'm an easy target no matter how careful I am, or which road I take. That's almost every missing bottle. I don't know what to say. I haven't much to repay you. Not after what you've done for me. Only some wine to you. To me, it's hope. To my dear Polly, a chance to keep her head above water. God, it hurts to hope after so long. Like putting a chilled hand too close to the flame. I remember a face, and the laugh crueler than the devil's. Admiral Arius, at the Arius encampment. He was the first to come after me on the road. I hear he's lost now, but it's a cold comfort. This time, it's not about my goods. Someone ought to teach him a lesson. He's a coward, preying on decent folk who can't fight back. But he won't expect anybody to march up and thrash him. Don't be rash, friend. Oh, if something happened to such a charitable soul because of me... No, you gave me hope, and I'll have faith in you. Godspeed.
A fine piece of liver, and a perfect ram's horn. You sure you haven't done this before? Now, we shave off a bit of the horn, grind up some liver, and there it is. A healthy addition to Anwar's ancient miracle elixir. My great-aunt always said liver was good for you. Though I admit you're right about the smell. It could use some work. Nobody wants to buy an elixir that smells foul. My perceptive friend, fancy meeting you again. Do you remember my ancient miracle elixir? You wound me. Yes, the latest version of the elixir was pungent, but I know how to solve that little problem. Hydrangeas. They were my grandfather's favorite blossom. They'll do the trick. I just know it. Such lovely hydrangeas. You, my friend, have a knack for spotting good potion ingredients. Look, they even improve the elixir's color, not just the scent. I think we have gold in a bottle here. Finally, we reach my favorite part. Distributing free samples to needy townsfolk. Once they've had a taste, they'll be throwing coin at me for more. Do let me know how it goes. Who better than you? You've got the heroic look, and you radiate a certain aura of trustworthiness. It's a gift that not all of us have, especially not me.
What's that you're holding? I could use a good strong brew before me next hunt. Let me guess, one of Anwar's? Don't look surprised. I've lived in Everfall at least as long as that old rascal. Well, nothing from Anwar's killed me yet. Bottoms up. And give him my regards, will you?
Any packages meant for the household can be given to me. What's this? Anwar's ancient miracle elixir? What a bizarre name. The label says it cures all aches, ailments, and heartaches. How could a potion cure heartache? Oh, I do feel less tense after a few sips. That's a pleasant surprise in these trying times. Thank you.
As of today, I've sold at least a dozen orders of Anwer's ancient miracle elixir. They're going faster than I can make them. And of course, I would never forget to pay my best friend in this endeavor. Of course it did. Hope is more potent than any potion. Though we live forever, ailment, despair, and darkness still plague us. Sometimes all we need to step back from the brink is a small sip of hope.
I have not seen your face around Everfall before. Tread carefully, adventurer. Danger lurks outside of the settlement. The kind that can take what you value most. So you best keep your wits about you. Then again, you seem to be more aware of the danger that menaces us. Yes, that vile, despicable evil spreading without end. Canary Mine is swarming with the wretches who need to be put down. I happen to have some poison in my possession. If you sow it on their lands, they will suffer. The earth of Canary Mine will yield no more for the corrupted. Good. Let them starve. Let them feel the sting of privation. I assume you informed the captain of the guard about the corruption, and he did nothing. Typical. Everfall is blind to anything that doesn't glitter. Then they are fools. Corruption is real. It is here, and it will take so much more from us than we could ever expect. I've stared into the face of that evil. I know what must be done. Take the poison to Ebonrock Cavern and Ebonrock Quarry. Seed it in the earth as you did before. We don't have the strength to reclaim those places, but I'll be damned before I let the corrupted use them. It is done. All my poison has been used, and it will take months to create a new batch. I thought it would quell the rage, but I don't feel any different. If you're still keen on destroying corruption, go back to the settlement and update Huntsman Lee with our progress. He will want to know what we've done. Oddnell Lee is a friend. He may play every political side in Everfall, but he has proven trustworthy when it counts. Go speak to him.
Wait, you're saying that Tekla did what to the mines? Oh my. I have a terrible feeling this is about Audrey. Audrey Kelleher of Kelleher Farmstead. She and Tekla were close. Closer than close, really. They were together until Audrey was killed by a corruptor and just never came back. Poor Tekla still visits the farmstead, haunting it like a ghost.
worse for wear. I do apologize for sending you in blind. I had no luck finding any records of either Perseus or Lupus, aside from some useless myths about celestial wolves. Let us assume that the ancients were not wasteful in what they built. Here's a tentative hypothesis. The towers only function when they are activated. The Guardians merely deter intruders from tampering with them. Not particularly. I confess that at this point you have more practical experience with the towers than I do. I may need to promote you to co-author of my thesis at this rate. Wait. Your very presence caused the towers to glow? Oh, there's no rhyme or reason to these damnable buildings. First, the defenders attack you, but then the towers respond to you? I struggle to make sense of it. Perhaps it's time to try a different approach. Gather information from a different source. What have you been doing with the ancient guardians who tried to attack you? A predictable answer. The next time you destroy them, could you bring back samples from their remains? No need to be squeamish. They're little more than bones and animated Azoth, and it's the Azoth that interests me. Try Canis, Ursa, and Monoceros towers. Their ancient defenders are fresh and untested.
Let me see the label on that old bottle. It's covered in dust, but this writing... Could it be? It is the wine of kings, the king of wines, the Commandery of Cyprus. The Knights Templar once sold this wine. Smiling. My friend, I could dance for joy. This is a vintage only grown on the island of Cyprus. There's nothing like it on Eternum. No substitute. The nobles would sell the very clothes off their backs for a mere sip. I dare not risk so valuable a vintage. If I tried to carry it, with my luck, something terrible would happen. Can you bring this priceless treasure to Pulley? By itself, it'll erase all her debts. Certain. I would love to deliver it myself, but I'm content knowing Pulley's saved. Be careful. Don't wave that bottle around, or anyone who knows its value will be after your blood.
What's all this now? A bottle of wine? I didn't order this. It's a generous gift, but what's all this about? Jacob. Jacob Evans? Good gracious, that poor kind man. He suffered so, yet he still thinks of me and my humble little establishment. Let's see what we have here. Commandaria? From the island of Cyprus? Oh, this is enough to save my bar and then some. I could even buy a nice little cottage with what's left over.
This Azoth is only slightly contaminated with human bone dust. It will suffice. These defenders must have been made for a special purpose, and the Azoth samples should illuminate that purpose. Now the moment of truth, when all my theories are put to the test. Tell me, have you ever heard of an armillary sphere? Accurate, if simple. The ancients employed them as well, though theirs were far more complex. Between the astronomical names of each tower and my own prior research, I believe an armillary sphere is the key to reactivating the tower system. The armillary sphere! I'll insert the keys and... That's unexpected. Well, the good news is that I now know the purpose of the obelisks. They drew power from the heavens to protect the land against corruption.
These foul corrupted will suffer as I have. I'm sure they can still feel pain. I'm sure they can howl with anguish. So, Lee told you about Audrey. Yes, this is for her. She was killed in her own home and never came back. don't know why this happened. Only that it forever changed the trajectory of my life. I searched for weeks, but she never returned to me, and no one could find any trace of her. Defeating the corrupted that did this to her won't bring her back, but I don't care. I want those monsters to feel even a sliver of my pain. So, the lieutenants have been defeated. Good. They deserve much worse. But this will suffice for now. What are you holding? Could it be... I thought the locket was lost forever. Thank you for finding it. Oh, my Audrey. Oh, that locket reminds me of happier days. Days when we would go to Meadow Lake Fishery to gather her favorite flowers and watch the sun set across the water. No, it is too painful. But if you find yourself heading in the direction of Meadow Lake Fishery, perhaps you could gather a bouquet for her. No matter where she is, what became of her, I think Audrey would like that. Your willingness to help a stranger has taught me much. It's not just about hating the corrupted. It's about loving the living while you can. You have been a balm to my weary heart. But I need some time alone. He must be worried sick by now. You can go put his mind at ease. Not today. But perhaps tomorrow. Or the day after that. You needn't worry about me. You've done enough, and I promise not to forget your kindness.
more ancient relics? Oh, writings. Grandmother won't appreciate these. They hardly draw the eye. But I'll find a better use for them than sitting in our manor collecting dust. Hello again, friend. Imagine meeting you here. I found some antiquarians to help me assess the vase we found. And, well, they convinced me to join them. I'm working on some field studies here. Not just the vase. I feel this place better suits me. Finally, I can explore my own interests. But that brings me to my purpose here. We've heard disturbing rumors about looters in the vicinity. Not by myself. I'm of the more scholarly persuasion, so I was hoping you could do so for me. I've seen yellow-garbed knights lurking around the edges of the ruins. They should not be too hard to follow.
You must!
Oh my, you recovered so many. They must have been hoarding these like squirrels. Ah, look at the damage they suffered. Such a shame. But they could still offer insights. I only wish... Wishing won't open their eyes. They care for only wealth and status, and I am not a child anymore. Falling short of my family's demands may have been for the best in the end. For that, I owe you my deepest thanks.
Get back! You must have done something incredible to soothe the tempest in Tickler's heart. Losing Audrey nearly destroyed her. And I felt so damn helpless watching it happen. Thank you. Because of you, I didn't lose another friend.